Welcome everybody to another week here live showcase pod. This is the boss quiz Blackheart. I am Don Vega. Another week, another dollar.
Sure doesn't feel like it.
We're live from the 1776 studios, the Dan Badandi studios.
The Bionic.
The Bionic studios.
We're in the Bionic building. The 1776. Do you ever use that on any podcast, by the way, Danny?
Oh, here and there.
Here and there.
Here and there.
Oh, you're killing me, kid.
Not consistently enough.
Not Oh, wow. You just jump. You're like Jay Evans. You just jump into stuff so quick.
I'm just talking about Danny here. But
all right.
Speaking of,
He's rubbing off on me.
Is he rubbing off on you? Oh, okay. Not being okay. All right. Well, speaking of consistency and events, we just came back from our last event at the new Showcase Pro Wrestling Training Center and Arena in Woonsocket. I'd like to thank all the fans that came out. Good jam-packed card, good house. A lot of good matches.
It was. We're about. What do you think about? 88% finish.
Yes.
So again,
some more stuff coming up.
We want to give shout-outs to 4A Home Improvement, which visit them on all social media, and you can vote for them on the Valley Breeze. They're in there for contentionship. For 4A Home Improvement on the Valley Breeze.
For contendership.
I
thought I was the Puerto Rican with the accent here.
Well, my mixed Swedish and Boston accent throws in there.
All right. Speaking of Boston, big game tonight. Celtics are playing in the finals against the Mavericks. Go Mavs.
All right, the last time I really watched a series when it was the Celtics and the Lakers in the 80s.
Yeah.
All right.
Larry Bird.
I like Larry Bird.
Robert Parrish.
Yeah, they were good. And then you had Kareem in there.
Yeah.
And then,
Blackheart talking about sports.
Was.
Danny's pulling it up right now. Is the game going on right now, Danny? So there you go.
Can ask AZ, because I'm sure AZ's watching it right now.
What is it again, Danny?
37-20.
The Celtics are up 37-20 right now. If you're watching the pod and you want to keep up with the game, we'll give some updates along the way.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
This is a non-sport wrestling
sport.
cast.
Rock, ghosts, all type of stuff we're talking about here in the Showcase pod. What's been going on lately besides, going back and having our first show back at the new arena? What's been going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, my neck of the woods? Kind of quiet.
Kind of quiet,
to be honest with you, with that, But I do have a good story for you.
What do you got?
It's not very often I get recognized for a positive reason.
Okay.
But I was out and about in Pawtucket earlier tonight.
Yeah.
We're in the Showcase shirt. And this young gentleman came up and he goes, "Oh man, I love Showcase Pro Wrestling."
Oh, there you
I
go.
said, "Fantastic. When's the last show you went to?" He goes, "Man, I went to Taunton for that big show." I said, "Marchiversary." He goes, "Yes." He goes, "Oh man, I absolutely loved it." I said, "Great." I said, "You live in Pawtucket. Be going down to Woonsocket, the new arena." He's like, "Oh man, I work a lot."
Yeah.
So I said, "What?" I said, next one is, coming up in July. If I'm not mistaken, July 20th.
What's this young man's name?
So the young man, Jeremy over at Stop and Shop on Cottage Street in Pawtucket. A good shout out to you. I took a selfie with him, and
yeah. There you go. There you go. Shout out to Jeremy. I'm sorry you have to take a photo with this guy.
Oh no. As always, people asked for it, and I gave it to him.
Well, you're a people's person.
You
got to give the people what they want. Are you here to excite the people?
No, we are not giving them what they want.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
But yeah, so now that was good. That was nice meeting the fans. So it just, sometimes it feels good to know that people actually enjoy it, And some days, even with social media, some days you don't interact with people as well as you could or should.
Yeah.
So just to find someone out there is,
Yeah, no, it's good. And speaking of the Showcase Pro Wrestling shirt, we gotta get new merch, man.
Well,
we gotta get podcast merch.
So all right.
Showcase Pro Wrestling.
So Jay Hollywood does not like the logo, right?
Yeah.
So we were going back with, are we gonna update the logo? Are we gonna change the logo, or do we stay the same?
No, there's some new updates coming up, and like I said, be on the lookout for our Showcase Pod shirt. Get official podcast merchandise and. Maybe we'll have our pictures on there. Maybe we'll use that picture of you being tied up to the ring pole. That was a nice one. I like that one. You don't like that photo?
No,
Okay.
no, it wasn't a good Christmas.
Well,
Kathy sent that out, the Christmas card to the family.
We'll take a new photo for you. How's
Yeah.
that? We'll take a new one, Danny, then.
Yeah.
So, speaking of different things and different topics, in a couple weeks, we'll see again another pay-per-view. Well, what you call a premium live event now, because there is no more pay-per-views.
Well, there is.
The Clash at the Castle. You can still get it.
Uncle
but,
Corny still pays the money.
I mean, when you could get Peacock for $6, I mean, that's
I still have Peacock now.
that's a steal.
I still have it from WrestleMania.
But the Clash at the Castle, heavyweight championship match has Damian Priest will defend the title against Drew McIntyre. I mean, that's going to be an interesting match. We've seen Drew kind of get screwed over out of every run that he's ever potentially has gotten. Do you think this is the big payoff for him in his hometown?
Tough, man.
I know you're not
And
the
true-
type. I
no,
know
and
you're not
true-
the hometown hero.
Yeah, and that's what it
you
is.
like to spoil people's moments.
Yeah,
but
but I think he'll do it. I think at this time.
I
Yeah.
think this time out, because last year he lost to Roman Reigns.
yeah, this time around, I mean, the guy, he hates to let the people have their moments in their hometown.
Well, what happened? What happened if Drew won there? When WWE going back to Puerto Rico?
That's a good question. It should be coming up because there was talks of them doing a yearly event there,
Oh,
but at the same time, you can see the little heat getting heated with him and Carlito, which it would be a good build up to bring back to Puerto Rico. But I think whether it is for a short period of time or however the scenario is, I think Drew McIntyre is going to win the title when he goes down
He said hello.
to his
Which
hometown.
Jeremy?
The one you talked to today.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Good shout out there to Jeremy.
Yep. We got any other comments?
Just Daniel Alves says go Celtics.
Oh yeah, here we go. Another Jay Hollywood in the house.
Yeah.
Celtics fan. But yeah, I think Drew's gonna do it there. Clash of the Castle. Are they on the screen right now, Danny?
Yep.
Any other matches that are posted there for that event?
Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn against Chad Gable.
Sami Zayn, Shaq Gable. I mean, we've seen
like
the
the
story.
story. I
We've
do. I
seen
like
the
the
story
story.
happen. There was talks of Chad Gable re-signing his contract this week coming up. So, in my opinion, I think Chad Gable is going to become the new Intercontinental Champion.
Well, there's a lot of contracts up. I mean, that's another story after we
So,
pop off of this one.
definitely, I think the guy is hot right now.
Yep.
Both him and Sammy. And I think that'll be the smart move to make him, that workers championship. And it seems like the Intercontinental title now is getting the value and the respect that it deserved all this time. So, it's great to see that again. I hope that the tag team division will again become what once was back then. 'Cause,
And that's the thing that, and this is usually how it is. If the WWE puts some steam behind it, it falls all the way down.
yeah.
So back in the Indies. Now, we like tag team wrestling. We are in the presence of rebuilding the tag team division in Showcase. But I think a lot of times if it starts on the top, if WWE starts, putting more emphasis on the tag team,
Yeah.
start building, and not just throwing people together,
Yeah.
usually some days that happens at the beginning anyway, but similar gear, start getting tag team.
Well, yeah,
just
I mean-
not two individuals standing.
I mean, you
together.
have to go back to the old school days with the Rockers and even guys like the Orient Express, Paul Diamond
I was just
and
thinking of that.
Pat Tanaka. I mean, they had some great matches.
Yeah.
Those guys. If you've never seen the Rockers against Orient Express, they had some great matches there. The British Bulldogs, Demolition. I mean, Killer Bees. You go on and on, Barry and Rotunda. I mean, you go on and on. Especially WCW was big on tag teams as well.
Yeah, Southern Style Wrestling.
Steiner Brothers.
Yes. You had the Steiners, you had Doom, you had, again, Hawk and Animal,
Demolition.
the Road Warriors,
You had the Southern Boys.
Southern Boys, you had the
Expresses.
Fabulous Freebirds. I mean, you had,
Did they have like two tag titles, a U.S. tag and
Yeah, the U.S. tag team titles.
Well, even before that, they had the national title.
Yeah. So
And this is going back to Georgia.
tag team wrestling was hot. Hopefully it'll relive again and it'll get its place again. But another match that is at that pay-per-view next week at Clash of the Castle is Piper Niven challenging Bayley for the Women's Championship. What do you got there?
It could be her time too.
I don't know, man. I think Bayley's hot right now.
Yeah.
Hot, no pun intended, but yeah, I think she regains the title.
I'm gonna go with Bailey too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one because
I don't like a little Bayley.
she's awkward looking some days.
Well, if we're looking at the face,
Yeah, no, she is. She's
most of the gentlemen watching the pod, I can assure you, they're looking at the cake. But yeah, I think I think Bayley will regain the title, and I think it'll be a good match. I mean, I always liked the girl Piper.
Yeah.
Even when she was doing the European, in Europe, and I seen some of her stuff on YouTube, she always did good work. So I think they'll have a good mix and a good match there on that one. Any other matches that have been posted yet for the pay-per-view, Daniel?
Just showing those right now.
So those are the three matches
Yeah.
that are already being advertised, and that happens June 15, 2 p.m. Eastern Time,
You know the good part about that?
in the United States.
You can watch it and get revved up, so you can go to Taunton at
Yes.
7:07.
That's exactly the segue I was going. That's why I
Well,
mentioned
I
it's a
didn't rush it. I
it's a
thought-
2 p.m. start time. You get your wrestling vein pumping,
Yeah.
and then you hulk it up and go down to Taunton BFW Hall. See, I was getting there. You have to blow the
I
load.
did. I wasn't sure you'd get in there.
I don't know. I think you've been hanging around with these young kids too much. Any more messages, Daniel?
Yep. Jeremy's asking you, Don. Any chance you remember a kid giving Alex a chancla during the match anniversary?
A chancla.
Chancla.
I would have to go back and sometimes I'm in the zone, so I don't really pay attention to things like that. But I will ask Alex next time I see him in the next couple weeks about that whole chancla situation there. Any other messages?
Saying June 15th is Pride Night. Pride over wrestling? I don't know about that. Got two good wrestling shows that
Well,
day.
no, Pride Night is fine. Jay Evans will be in the house, so representing Pride. So it's an all-day event, right? It's an all-month event. If Pride is the whole month, you can cut a little sliver of it and go to Taunton on the 15th.
Yeah. Any other? I see a big paragraph there.
In Cake and Omega says, nah, Priest is going to retain the title. So Sammy is also.
Well, that's his opinion. That's great. What else?
And yeah, so June 15th is Pride Night, he says.
Okay.
But you can get Pride at Showcase if you go.
He says,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
do that.
trying to watch the comments here on my phone. So, yeah, I watch MLW here and there. I haven't seen the complete Battle Riot show yet. So, once we do, we'll get into some MLW stuff. I mean, we do have Showcase alumni, BRG, Brett Goslin, that is currently working under MLW. So, yeah, we've been watching here and there MLW product. I used to get into it when they first started again and was watching a lot of that stuff with Penta and all that. But I watch it here and there. So, Chris Blackheart, what else you have?
Well, I want to get in the card for the 15th.
You want to get into Taunton?
I do, because I got a lot of questions, and I don't have a lot of answers.
Sometimes, answers are just another simple question.
Well, it is, but I'm usually I like the one making up the questions.
So we'll go to June 15. We're back at the Taunton BFW Hall Saturday night, 7:07 p.m. bell time, Tickets are on sale at showcaseprowrestling.com for that event. Already signed. The consistent one, AZ, will take on the returning Chris Matrix. And we've been seeing, happenings between AZ and Chris Matrix ever since that ladder match at March Anniversary. And it's finally going to happen now. Those two are going to go at it one-on-one in Taunton, June 15th.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that is a clash of, I wouldn't say old and new, but it really is. You have a young kid who's looking to prove to everybody what he is.
Yeah.
And you have an older guy who's coming back, kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Major's been on the show for a while. He's coming back in. So, to me, that's an important match for both of them.
Well, he cost them he came back big at March Anniversary. He actually capturing the YouTube Championship for a record of, I don't know how many seconds, but AZ pushed him off the ladder, which gave young D-Rex the opportunity to take the chance and pin Matrix, becoming the YouTube champion. So Matrix is pissed off. Yeah. He's not only coming to prove himself, he's coming back for some payback. So we'll find out what happens. It's the summertime. It's Summer Blast, and it's live June 15 at the Taunton BFW Hall. Another match that's already been signed is G.A. Osiris taking on Danny Cabral for the Sons of Liberty Championship. So
Cabral is smiling. He's happy. He's on Harvard. He actually feels really good
about what he did to Spratt.
What he did to Spratt.
I feel really good. I feel great for what he did to Spratt. We haven't seen Spratt ever since.
And I do have some updates on that. And
let's
go over the card.
What are you, his personal advisor now?
We'll go over the card. And then I'll bring up some stuff that I found out that's going on.
Are you his Paul Heyman?
I am not his Paul Heyman.
Okay,
but I am the wise man.
Okay, Summer Blast, Sons of Liberty Championship will be on the line as Osiris challenges the champion, Danny Cabral. We will see what happens there. I mean, Osiris we've seen come back for a while now. He's been on and off as far as the winning, lose podium, but, he's definitely a guy that could get it done out of nowhere and once again capture some gold here in SPW. So we'll find out what's going to happen there. I mean, open challenge, speaking of championships, open challenge, the champion, the notorious Rambo, will defend the Showcase Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. He's so confident that he says he'll take on anybody.
I'm going to leave that one alone until after Taunton.
But except
what?
Thompson and Reverend.
See, I thought that's what I came out of the meeting hearing. So it's open challenge to everybody except
those guys. He feels like he already beat those guys.
That's very liberal of you.
Well, I'm just saying what that's not coming from me.
Very
those are comments that he made earlier this week.
It's almost like they're saying everybody should be equal except.
Well,
and then you.
Those are just comments that he made earlier this week, and I'm just
All right, so I mean, maybe we should put a little asterisk underneath, or warning label. Open challenge to everybody.
Maybe. Well, again, open challenges and matches. Definitely, the tag team championships will be on the line.
It's a semi-open challenge.
Well, like I said.
Well, challenge -2.
Well, yeah, it could be.
Will we see the Bionic Beast there?
We haven't got that far yet.
I mean, tag team championships will be on the line. This guy likes to throw different curveballs. So we'll find out what's going to happen.
Honestly, what I would like down the line coming up, so we don't have Danny complaining, I like maybe you have a singles match with against one of the Bionics, and maybe Alex has it, and then maybe, go from there. If they earn it,
Oh.
Because, let's put it this way, Danny, I'll say, you guys had a rough time in Woonsocket against Roger Williams and Revan,
Well, those guys are just coming out of the woodworks. This is an allegiance that, came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's hard to get prepared for one mentally unstable individual, never mind two.
No, that is true.
So, you know, I will say that to their credit.
All right, but match-wise, Danny, you guys did really well until,
And he wasn't picking up people, right?
I don't know.
I ain't watched the
No, they
match.
took my knee out right in the beginning
All
of the
right,
match.
so yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's Danny's remember. Don't pick up people all the time. I know you can do it. You get tired doing it. Do it near the end, Danny. Don't do it at the beginning. Especially with him. You think you can pick up 247 pounds multiple times? I wouldn't. Give him one
good exercise.
big slam. One big slam.
So, you know, speaking of one big slam, you know, one that got slammed down the toilet was one educator, Christopher Spratt. You know, you said you had news, you had information.
There's one
I've been hearing a lot of things.
Well, let's finish. One more match we'll announce for Taunton tonight.
What, you got one more?
We got one more.
What do you got?
Well, Jay Evans was here last week.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the number one
He's
contender
the
now.
number one contender for the YouTube, so we will put it out there. 30-day rule coming up.
We haven't seen
June
D-Rex.
15th, D-Rex has been literally MIA.
Yeah.
So June 15th, D-Rex versus Jay Evans for the YouTube title.
Is that what's going to be?
That's what it is.
We haven't heard from D-Rex.
No, he's been quiet, but
So you're saying he has to show up.
he has to show up. The title has to be defended because I'm a firm believer that the title has to be won or lost in the ring.
Well, there you have it. Apparently, YouTube Championship, YouTube World Championship will be on the line as the champion D-Rex will defend his title against the number one contender, Jay Evans. And that is all happening June 15 at the Taunton BFW Hall. That's a Saturday night, right, this time around? Saturday night, 7:07 p.m. bell time. Summer Blast. Get your tickets. And they got AC at the Taunton BFW Hall.
They got AC is cold in there.
Yes.
Beer is cold in there.
They got food. They got burgers, sodas, all type of stuff.
Some days 50-50. I will give an update if we do have, they're doing live food, but if not, we do have good snacks over there.
Yeah, we got snacks. We got good wrestling. So make it a date right after the pay-per-view. Head down to the Taunton BFW Hall to watch some live stuff. There you go. You know, Summer Blast. You love the summer, don't you?
I do. I like the summer.
You know, maybe Danny could bring some bikini girls or something. I don't know.
As long as Danny doesn't wear the bikini, I'll be fine.
All right, you know. He's got to go to the beach beforehand and get a tan, he said. He's going to butter himself up.
Oh, actually, Danny, you're going on a little road trip coming up soon. Where you going?
Oh, yeah, Indiana,
What's the date on that?
South Bend, Indiana. So,
Oh, the date.
28th, I believe.
Of what?
28th of June.
Friday, yeah.
Okay, so he'll be leaving.
We'll
We'll talk.
show that day.
We'll talk about that as it gets closer. I mean, we'll be here, you know, God willing, the day before. So we'll talk about that right before he leaves for that trip. Speaking of plugs, I'll get into the plug. June 14, which is next Friday, RCW returns back to Peabody, Massachusetts. Friday night, 7 p.m. bell time, with former WWE superstar Paul London, who will be in the house. He will be in action. There's a jam-packed card. For tickets, go to RoyalCrownWrestling.com right now. Get those tickets that are moving fast. There's only limited seating in Peabody. Last time it was sold out. Don't get left behind this week. There are limited tickets still available, so go to RoyalCrownWrestling.com right now for that. And follow Royal Crown at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, Royal Crown Wrestling TV, for the latest events that have been posted up there, as well as SP Wrestling. We got new matches dropping every Thursday right before the pod. There's a lot of new content in there, so if you haven't checked it out, go down there and check it out. Showcase TV right before the Showcase pod. Have you checked it out?
I did. I share it. The first thing I always share it on is at the Showcase Pro Wrestling fan page, which is on Facebook. We always try to drop the latest news, information, posters, videos, and more. So now you want to know about Sprat. Did you see what happened about Sprat? Now, I know something is wrong. Danny, do you have social media brought up?
Oh, yep.
Can you bring up Facebook?
Christopher Spratt.
Yes.
What are we looking here for? Sprat's Facebook?
He has a social media account.
Jesus Christ.
And he just made it this week. That is not like Christopher Spratt.
He's
Look
on,
at that profile.
He's on social.
Yes. That's when I know something is wrong. Spratt.
He's got pictures on there.
Spratt, reach out. There's something wrong.
Wow.
He is a book guy. He likes paper. He is not.
Since you're out here, you know, putting out people's business, and I could care less to put out some information that I got by a well-known source.
Okay.
It seems that they seen this guy that looks 99.9% like Spratt
Yeah.
coming out of a local bar.
What?
Yes.
No.
He was dragging himself. People, I'm telling
No,
you, that's
no.
what they've been saying.
If you said it was a local library,
The local bar.
of like a bookstore, a used bookstore maybe, even if it was like a public,
Well, this source,
public library, which he's not too
this
fond
source
of.
that I'm speaking about is a
Right.
well-trusted source, and he told me he was even trying to pawn off books to get drinks when he ran out of money. So we gotta find out when it comes to Summer Blast.
right.
I don't know. This is gonna be great.
Hopefully he pawns off that stupid tie.
Yeah,
Sprat,
that stupid sweater vest.
I never thought I would say this, Brad. Message me on Messenger. You know, he doesn't even like texting.
He's got a Facebook.
I know. I don't know what's going on, Sprat.
Concerned?
I am, because that's not like him.
I mean,
100% not like him.
it's fine for him to have a couple drinks. I mean,
No, but it's just out of character.
Well,
You know.
no, there's stuff about him punning off books and stuff that
I know. See, that's off too. You know. Next, you're gonna tell me he wasn't wearing a sweater vest or whatever.
Well, we'll find out what he's gonna be wearing come June
Was he
15th.
Was he reading comics or something too, or
I don't know, man. I don't know.
he doing video?
In
TikTok
order,
videos,
in order
or-
for him to have a Facebook, he must have a phone.
No, you can do it on.
You're doing it on a
Desktop.
computer, but I highly
Yeah,
doubt
I
he's
don't
been
know.
going to the library to do this. I mean, I don't want to stir up any trouble here,
No,
but
I'm
I'm just going by word of mouth.
Yo, Bethany in the chat room, she's asking if Jay Evans will be at Royal Crown.
Jay Evans, no, he won't be at Royal Crown this time around. The card is up. I think you pulled it up there.
But in true
Couple seconds
fashion,
ago.
all the cards typically have something to
If
change.
you go to Royal Crown Wrestling, it'll have the
So if
full
they
card
want to see
you
if
click
Jay
on
Evans is on standby, they got to go to the show because stuff happens.
Card subject to change.
Yeah.
it. Your card is subject to change. If you click on it, or maybe go to the Facebook, it'll pop up. Facebook or Instagram, will pop up the full card there.
And that's not a bad ride from here anyway. Just about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, now that she's in the chat room, we'll get the full card up there. We'll go over the card real quickly before we move on to our favorite segment of the show. And while we're waiting for Danny to do the sprat on the computer here, I will
There's
have
a-
to see
the card right there for
the
Royal
card
Crown.
there for Royal Crown Wrestling is up on the screen right now. The Phoenix GKM takes on former WWE superstar Paul London, the team of Colton Charles and Max San Giovanni
Yep. With
taking
John
on
Cena.
Puerto Rico's most wanted, Alex Raiden. And this guy right here, Brother Moon Revan, takes on Leo Sparrows for is it the vegan championship? What is it?
Earth Championship.
The Earth Championship. Leo Sparrow defends his Earth Championship against one crazy, diabolical Revan. And if you want to read the rest, I can't see it from here, Danny.
Intergender tag team match. Hala Amar versus Natural Suicide.
And that's an intergender matchup.
Yep.
Brian Starr taking on Bobby C. What else we have?
Mohammed Al-Omoma versus Christopher Spratt if he comes in.
Well, if he comes up from the local bar, I mean, Christopher Spratt will be in action. And at the end there, who would have?
Cooper Valentine versus the inconsistent one, AZ.
And there you have it. Cooper Valentine making his RCW debut against another debuting individual, the consistent one, AZ, in that card there. Tickets again, RoyalCrownWrestling.com. That is June 14 in Peabody, Massachusetts. Moving on is Blackheart's favorite subject.
Oh, you want to do Where in the World is Joe Davis?
Yes, indeed.
Now, I got it hot off the text from Joe Davis. We have Monday, June 17th, Coffee with the Dog live podcast. Sunday, July 14th. Wait a minute, Joel, you have like a month off?
He's slacking off.
What's going on? Joel, we got to get you some bookings, kid. So, for in between June 17th and July 14th, if you're a comedy event coming up, you're a booker, producer, you're hosting an event, open mic, reach out to the Real Deal Joe Davis. But in between that, we have Joe Davis on July 14th at the Comedy Connection.
In East Providence, Rhode Island.
Sunday the 14th. I may be able to go to that one.
Yeah, we got to drag this guy over, Joe. He's kayfabe.
Thursday, August 8th.
You got to drag Danny
at the Pump House in Wakefield, Rhode Island. And then all the way to September. Look at that, all the way to September. It's at the Comedy Factory, the KFC in West Warwick, and that is on the 28th of December. And then October 13th, Pub on the Park in Cranston. So that's...
So he's coming to our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So we got to make it a mission
I'm not
to go down to East Providence or Cranston. One of the two.
Right. I've been a Rhode Islander for 20 years. I do travel. So I would go down to Cranston or West Warwick or East Providence. So.
I mean, Comedy Connection. I've
it's
always wanted
close.
to go in there. So I was going to go to the last one that I got canceled.
Like literally, I know coming up now, the kids getting out of school. Softball season tournaments are coming up, so I got to factor between that so I don't get yelled at from Kathy.
I thought you were gonna call her what's her name?
What's her name? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, I can figure out a lot of names for her. So
we keeping the tradition alive. You know, what's her name? We can't say some of the names that he used to call her, but you know, what's her name was one of them. Sorry, Catherine.
I'm going to score update 63-42 Celtics at halftime.
I'm not buying. This is game 1, right?
63-42, the Celtics are up.
Halftime.
First game of the finals, NBA.
All right. So what's the best 4 out of 7?
Yep.
Yes.
So are they playing tonight? So it's Thursday. Well, are they playing Friday?
I believe we'll keep an update there. But yeah, I mean,
I'll reach out to AZ. AZ will give me
Joe,
the spread. He'll give me the score.
Going back to Joe real quick. If you make this guy laugh, that means you have taken your game to the next level. So,
hey, I shared a great video with you the other day.
We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I know you said
the hammock one.
Yes.
Can we show that? Can we show that on the pod? I thought that was the funniest.
This guy
Can
loves
we show that?
Oh
my god.
This guy loves that video. Send it to Danny. Send it to Danny.
What do you want? A messenger, Danny?
And the people that are watching.
Oh my god, I thought this was the funniest thing.
The people that are watching the show.
I'm already laughing.
Let us know if you think that Blackheart.
Where's Danny? All right.
Let's go back to the comments why Blackheart gets his messenger here situated.
I feel like Sprout.
Let's check out the comments on the feed there, Daniel.
Comments and Aiden Carroll says, I saw Spratt at a strip club.
What?
Handing F's out and throwing books at all the dancers instead of money.
Wow.
All right, now that I can buy.
How accurate could that be? I mean, sounds like what I've been hearing, but we'll just have to wait and see. Any other comments on there?
There you go. That's funny.
Daniel Al says, there's a fat Spratt on the loose.
What? Is he overeating too?
All right, man. You start with the alcohol and then they eat it.
All right. So let's put a missing person out right now. We have to find out where in the world is Christopher Spratt.
Let me.
So I mean, we'll miss a lot of people.
What's going on, man? You got Christopher Spratt.
I know we have Spratt missing.
Let me put something out there for Sprat just to share him out for.
Is he running around with D-Rex or something?
Maybe they're reforming special education without Danny.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. This could be positive. I kind of like it now.
Hold on, just for
This
Sprat.
little conspiracy going on.
If he's watching, you know, I want to cheer him up.
All right, look, it's Don Vega being helpful. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Do you check your messenger? Check the messenger, Dana Almighty.
We gotta look out for brothers. You know what I mean?
Up there it is. Right.
All right. Last time we couldn't see it good, so I have to zoom it in there.
All right.
If
So
Chris
Pratt,
Pratt.
this is a message from all of us on the Showcase Pod to you.
Hold on. Yep. Including this guy right here. There it is, Danny. Can you see
See,
that?
Danny?
Yeah. Zoom it into the camera there.
Sprat, there's all the love for us. It's a nice, heartfelt message.
Yes. Yes. From the bottom of my heart, Sprat.
Thank
You know,
you, Sprat. We will see you soon.
if you're going through a lot,
Mama
you know.
Sprat. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, man. Come on.
Yep. You still suck, and you're kicked out of Harvard, bud.
And I did know that summer school enrollment is really low right now for him. So.
Well, who wants to enroll in someone that just got kicked out of his old freaking?
But education, you can't take credentials.
All right, we got that video.
All right,
on?
I got that video.
No.
I thought it was the funniest thing. Wait, it gets better. You think it ends?
Yep, we're past that point. Yep, that's Chris Blackheart.
Ah, that was funny.
That's Chris Blackheart trying to be funny.
Yeah, that was one of the best videos I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
So if you don't think that's funny, I don't think we can be friends.
What do we got in the comments there?
Ex-Batman, X says, I could never get kicked out of Harvard, but that's just me. Kidding. And Daniel saying that he's still an educator.
He's still an educator. I don't know what he's educating.
Your educator.
He's
not
your-
my educator.
I don't know what he's educating now. Maybe the final drinks that he's having. Or,
I'm not buying it.
that's pretty. I don't know, man. The person that I'm talking about has pretty accurate.
All right, can you put the picture of Sprat up there again?
Yeah.
So we can put a missing person out for him.
I'm gonna bring a special edit for.
No, I'm after. So the individual Christopher Spratt was last seen in the Woonsocket area with a red blazer,
Oh, God.
clipboard. Hopefully he still has his bow tie, but if you see a gentleman with a big chin that should be up
Yeah,
to
like
the ceiling,
to lick his hair to go in.
contact Showcase Pro Wrestling at SP Wrestling on any of the social media platforms. Send us a message. Say, hey, we found him. We saw him. Send you pictures or videos if you think you saw him, so we can find out. Because now I'm a little concerned.
And keynote here to everybody watching. He does look as stupid as he looks in that picture. I mean, in person, it's the same, like twins. What's going on? Let me see if it's the source here sending me
Big F.
a message here. I mean,
You think he's over at Yale
this
trying to get a note
this
there?
is live because Blackheart said
It is live, so it's no strings attached. But Danny, what's the call we got for Jay Evans last week? Because I'm talking about being raw and real. I think that's one of the best shows we've had in a while with a live guest. Totally going off, not knowing how it goes.
That's the beauty about the show, man. We get so many people come on and just come out.
No, it
with
is.
real
It's
stuff,
so
you know?
random, and going on the guests that we've had in the past, you never know what happens from it. And that was real. Like, and again, I learn stuff when we have guests on here. So between, you know, Jay's struggle, and I look at him now. You know, he's confident. He's wrestling.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. You know.
Yeah, no, and you know, and talking to him afterwards, and I sent a message. I said, hey, you know, if you ever need anything, we're here. And I don't think people realize that when it comes down to wrestling, you know, I told him, I said, like, those comments, like, I didn't see anything on social media regarding people bashing them.
Yeah.
And majority of the stuff we got on YouTube was all been positive. So I'm like, Jay, if you have any problems like that, we're all here for you, because, you know,
he did make his own poster for the 15th.
he did modify, yes.
Yep.
So, and he's, you know, this is a great opportunity for him for the 15th. It's Pride Month, which is not that I didn't get Pride Month, but I didn't know how personal the struggle was.
Yeah.
And you know, we look at and especially in his case, the lack of family support that he was getting, and the fact that he was just trying to be who he is.
Yeah.
You know, so for that, I think that's awesome. So for him to come and celebrate who he is, the true Jay Evans, you can only see it on June 15th in Taunton. And yes, it is Pride Month. Come on, celebrate. Be the best you can be, because only you can be who you are.
Yes, indeed. With that being said, what is the score currently of the Celtics and Mavericks?
Let me refresh that. It's still showing 63-42.
Yeah, I think you got to refresh that.
63-42, still halftime.
Oh, it's halftime. Okay, so 63 Celtics, 42 Mavericks, halftime, NBA Finals.
No, you
for
did,
those
you did
that,
some. Well, actually, you did some field trips this week, and we got a couple of next week.
For those that are interested, yeah, I did.
You want to
some
give
field
any
trips,
updates and shout outs to where you were this week?
I was up in Massachusetts, Rockland, at Players. Always a good time there for Micro Wrestling All Stars. You know, good crew there with all the mighty midgets. They're in New York tonight. Shout out to those guys. And we got some stuff in the works. You know, we might have our first event in Puerto Rico. I'm working on that with one Savio Vega. So that's to be announced shortly here. We're doing some negotiations right now. So, you know, might have first time ever all midget wrestling show coming to Puerto Rico.
That could be big.
So stay tuned for that. Working on
You
that
want to do
as we
an
speak.
injury update on Little Killer?
Little Killer's doing great. He was down there with me. We took the ride down. He saw the boys. Boys were happy to see him. He just had a birthday, so he was celebrating his 45th birthday. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday to my old buddy Little Killer. You know, recouping from neck surgery. So, yeah. What do you have going? Softball, suntanning.
Well, this Sunday, the kid has a couple scrimmages, so I'll probably get a tan just around here.
Yeah.
But next week, we got a lot of stuff going on next week. But some of the stories we can't tell right now. But one of the stories, we are actually going to Career Day in some of my old stomping grounds when I grew up. So we'll give an update on the podcast on Thursday.
You're going to Brockton.
We're going to Brockton, and
Don't make me get my boys after you.
yeah, and maybe we can go looking for Spada in the area.
So on my road trip to Rockland, you know, I was speaking to referee Nick Joyce, and he said that Mike's right down the corner from where we was.
What?
So, you know,
Did you go knock on the door?
that's what he told me. Go knock on his door.
You
I'm like,
should've.
I'm not gonna go knock.
Oh, you should have.
But I would love to see one Mike Spotter. Again, I know guys, yeah, he's a piece of shit, this and that. The guy was always good to me. I had a blast working for him. I like all his crazy antics. I had some of the best times in the business working for Spotter. I like to catch up with the guy.
No, he's a good friend. You worked for him for years, good relationship, so.
It's 'cause of me, Joe Davis.
So Bethany Ziegler wants to know, how likely do you think Jay Evans will be a champion?
What, is Jay Evans paying all these people that are
A
in the country?
champion or
A champion, yeah.
All
be
right,
champion.
let me go on
I
that.
mean, a champion comes down to 3 seconds, so anyone can be a champion for the right day.
All right, so she says he definitely earned my respect, but he's not. It's not a secret that he's recently has been getting more sassy and aggressive, especially in his last match
That is true.
with the Damien. What's going on with that? Well, that's a good question. So what's going on with that, Jay Evans? I mean, we didn't talk about it last week, but I did see that match against the Damien, and he was slightly a bit more aggressive.
Which
And
I kind of like, to be honest with you. I like the aggressiveness. I like the fact that he's focused and aggressive. You know,
I figures you would like that.
no, but it was. I mean, he got the 1-2. Did you see when that footage comes up from the DDT that he gave to the Damien? I mean, I thought Damien's head was spinning around and popped up.
Well, he did get the W. I mean, I could
So
definitely
could
see
you
what.
see that Saturday night if D-Rex took that?
I mean, we could have a new
We could
champion.
have a new champion.
So it definitely only takes 3 seconds, and we'll find out if those 3 seconds are going to be in favor of Jay Evans come next Saturday.
Well, it could be, but like in true fashion, winning a title is one thing, retaining it is another. And the YouTube Championship, again, is 24/7, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe D-Rex figured out the loophole. If he's not around, he can't lose it.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but 30 days is up.
Yeah, 30 days is up, so we're seeing Tom this Friday night.
He has to be in the building.
He has to go out, he has to defend it.
Did Blackheart just screwed up? It's
What?
next Saturday night. It's Blackheart.
What did I say, this Saturday night?
You said this Friday night.
That's a Friday night?
Yes, you
What?
just said Friday night.
In all honesty, we normally...
Saturday night, June 15,
15.
7:07 p.m. bell time.
Yes.
Taunton BFW Hall. Go get your tickets now. ShowcaseProWrestling.com for Summer Blast. There you go. What's going on? You've been slacking off.
What are you talking about? I've been doing great. We had the return. We had hopefully the finding of Spratt.
Yeah. I'm excited for
Has
that.
anyone showed any videos or pictures up there of Spratt yet on social media? Tagged us in them? Come on.
I think
MIA.
people try to delete pictures
Of Spratt?
of Sprat when they come up.
We'll have to find out, man.
I mean,
So even if you think you saw Spratt, send us a photo.
what are you going to search the local libraries tomorrow? Or
I do get some downtime tomorrow in the morning. Maybe I'll,
You have to stop in. Maybe you should check your local liquor stores.
Danny, can you make a flyer?
Yeah. Put a flyer up.
I'll put a flyer at the local liquor store.
If you see him,
Maybe
call
we'll
911.
go over to Coco's across the street from the training center,
Yeah.
give them a flyer.
Yeah.
Some
Or
of
if
the
we see him,
convenience
I'll put on the
stores.
flyer. If we see him, call Butler.
Butler?
Yeah.
Why, you
That-
think?
That's a
That'd
good
be-
institution. He
That'd be a
belongs
good
in.
but-
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know, speaking of
think
that
you-
bar,
think you would be there?
actually, you know, now that you're dropping names and all that, you know, this source did see Spratt our last show, and he was across the street. Last call, they had to kick him out the bar.
what? I'm not buying.
I didn't want to spread the whole news, but since you brought it up,
Good night.
they kicked him out the bar.
He had a big win
Yes.
over the young Logan Maki, which congratulations to him. We didn't go with the full match card from Woonsocket. Maki had his debut, did really well against Spratt. A lot of people thought he was going to with 1, 2, 3. So you know, good things from that young kid. But
Yeah.
no, I don't buy it. I didn't
He was
see it.
kicked out from across the street. Didn't want to leave. Last call, they kicked him out of the bar. Someone saw.
I don't know. I think your sources are lying.
I'm not-
You're known for people to lie to you. Okay.
No, they're
You
not.
are known for people to lie.
I'm known for
and
people to
make-
lie about me and make up stories.
and make up stories
And lie.
and embellish and no
but-
honor. I'll tell the truth, the whole truth, as long as I can lie through it.
Yep. Well, you know, that's for next week's topic there.
We're actually, you know, it's a good thing. We're coming up to our year anniversary. What,
Yes.
3 weeks, Danny?
Can it be the big one?
Well, it's episode 49 now, so.
Can it
Well,
be
yeah,
the
right.
No,
Can-
can we bring up the original
Can-
episode that got
can
deleted?
it be the big one next
Do
week?
you really think that our first episode got deleted because of the stuff, the original paperwork we put up, which was my paperwork with my name on it?
Yeah.
Do you think that's why YouTube took it down?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, most likely. Because of documents.
Because of documents, but they were my documents. They're my documents. They were official court order documents.
Probably because we dropped the person's individual's home and the name and stuff. We'll have to. We'll have to blur that out if we repost that. But I'm talking about the big one. Could it be
in 3 weeks? Well,
could it be the big one for the 50th show next week?
No, it's 52. It's 52.
Next Thursday.
It'll be 52.
Next Thursday will be the 50th show.
Yeah, but it's 52. It's like a year is 52 weeks.
Well,
I'll do 50.
But we did have a couple pilot episodes.
Yes. The 50 show.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
The 50th show is our anniversary.
I thought it was 52.
We already did some, like he said, we have done some pilot shows with Blackheart. Don't argue with the production.
No, I'm just trying to make sense of it.
So, can it be?
You're asking to do Christmas on like December 12th.
We have time. If we get Christmas when
but I don't think we'll be ready for it.
I'm not gonna promise anything, but it could be the big one here next week.
No, but we got.
So stay tuned.
We got to get paperwork. We got to get reenactors.
Stay tuned. We might have the big show coming up next Thursday.
I don't think we'll be ready for it.
You never know.
I don't think
Stay
we'll be
tuned.
ready for it.
But speaking of Woonsocket and Sprite getting kicked out of local bars. We will be back in Woonsocket July 20th at the Showcase Pro Wrestling Arena and Training Center. And due to the happenings, the last event, match has been signed. You signed it. Cena signed it. Tag Team Championships will be on the line as myself and Alex Raiden will defend the titles against the heavyweight champion, Rambo Godfrey, and his new little buddy and sidekick, Osiris.
Now that is subject to successfully defending on the 15th.
Yeah.
In Taunton. So.
Yes.
And that is slightly delayed, obviously, because of the 4th of July holiday. So we did bump it slightly.
Yeah. So,
those tickets.
This guy's got high hopes in me. Subject if you guys win.
I know. I don't.
Who are you gonna pull this time?
I don't want to false advertise. I'm just saying everything is subject to change.
What, are you on the Rambo wrecking crew now?
No. I don't do Rambo. But challenge everybody, but...
Are you on the Nation now or some group that we're not going to name?
No, I like including everybody.
Okay.
I don't discriminate against anyone.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity discriminator.
Equal opportunity.
I individually dislike people. I don't dislike groups. I dislike individuals.
I thought you dislike everybody.
No. Well, in theory,
Any other messages there?
Nope.
Nothing there?
That's it. So I think it's time to wrap this one up. I think we have some good updates. We've got a good card coming up.
We got good cards coming up all the way around. Friday night, Peabody, Mass, RCW. Go check it out at RoyalCrownWrestling.com for tickets. June 15, back in Taunton at the BFW Hall. ShowcaseProWrestling.com for tickets there. Summer Blast. And, follow us, all our socials at
what
SB
we did
Wrestling.
plug is training.
Getting to that. We're closing up. Follow us there. Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All that good stuff. Leave us a comment. And training. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at the Showcase Pro Wrestling Training Center. If you ever wanted to try to become a professional wrestler, if you ever had the doubt, you want to be a manager, you want to be behind the scenes, you want to be a referee, contact Showcase Pro Wrestling at what? Promoter?
Yep. Usually the email is you can do that promoter at showcasewrestling.com or reach out on SB Wrestling. Even we haven't plugged into what birthday parties.
Yes, birthday party
Birthday parties
and
are
events.
awesome to have at the Showcase Wrestling Training Center. Same thing, just reach out. We have a great birthday package. It doesn't matter how many people you invite. It's not like some of these places that charge, X amount for any kids over 10. It's a whole group package, tall, small, or even if you ever thought about being a pro wrestler, you want to have like a to-do list or knockoff list?
To-do list, bucket list.
A bucket list. We've had a couple of those for bachelor parties that people came in with their group and they You know, they went through literally the ropes of training. So.
School project, like the young Makia there,
Yeah.
Logan. You know, it was a school project, and he ended up staying and training now, and just had his first match. So
Yeah, no, that was actually a good one. That was actually a second program that we've done with high school kids looking to go in a career. And
flip flops was the first one.
yeah, flip flop. Hey, flip flop. Reach out to me. I want to say you're doing the job.
Is he still there?
And do not text me at past 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Flip flop.
text him
Do
at
not-
like 1 in the morning.
He used to text me like, "Hey, I have a booking idea," and I used to say, "No, you don't." Click.
He loves those text messages.
Well, he's a young kid. He's up at that, past 11, 12 o'clock at night. That's
yes, Daniel Albus. We will have witnesses come to the big one.
For what?
LOL. For the big episode.
Oh, we could have. Come on. We have a lot. All right.
We have a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot.
We have a lot.
Yeah, no, this could be one of the most watched, cringeworthy episodes. And
in all fairness,
very open.
In all fairness,
transparent.
well, in all fairness, and it is a serious matter. We're trying to laugh at it, but it's something that is fucked up. And mental health is real out there, and some people are really fucked up in the head, and they think that this is normal. Doing this type of shit is normal.
And we'll have to do disclosures before and after, just so we don't.
It's just more to open up the idiots that jump the bandwagon right away, and that feel entitled to judge people without knowing the facts.
Yeah, so
and all that stuff.
Could be good, and again, I don't want to ruin it. May or may not be on the. Again, I still think it should be 52. I know we did some pilot ones, but
Chris Blackheart just like.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Danny, any update on Ghost Stories with Jeremy?
He said they'll contact him soon.
All right.
Okay, so we'll be. That's another big one.
Yeah,
we'll be trying to bring some live footage there. Chris Blackheart might have to have a camp out at the school. That's gonna be great. I can't wait. Jay Hollywood is scared of ghosts.
I know.
So he's definitely in this trip.
So between now and next week, if you have a project that you think the Showcase Pod should do, kind of like the Ghost, it kind of reminds me of, remember, what was that guy who used to go and do different jobs?
Oh, Dirty Jobs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost feel like we should have some special.
If you want to see Chris Blackheart go down and clean some porta potties, let us know in the comments.
No.
And we'll go and tape it. He just volunteered himself for a dirty job. You heard him, right?
I said like that.
Well,
like,
it could be
like
anything.
If you want to do location stuff, that we can maybe give,
I got an idea. How
give
about
a
you
plug to some local
clean the
business.
Porta Johns at the Wayland City Festival?
If you want to see Chris Blackheart go down and clean the Porta Johns
I don't think we're
at the Wayland City Festival, let
Yeah.
us know in the comments.
After I sue them for payment, I don't think we would be doing that festival this year.
Do you have do they have a picture of you banned from location?
I don't know.
It's a public
Well,
park.
you can't ban me because you didn't pay me and I sued you for it. I mean, that's not,
it's a public public place.
Yeah, I mean, it's a public place. If anything, again, it should be really disgusting that you know someone over 20 years and they legitimately want to screw you out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can get into another day.
Well, the funny thing is, usually these people that do the shady shit, they disappear.
They do.
Like, that one does shady shit, disappears. Another one that was getting held back by promotions in Rhode Island has disappeared. He's been getting held back so much, I don't see him named anywhere. I mean, I don't see him in any posters. I don't see him working anywhere. So, yeah.
Don't worry. When the truth comes out, it'll be less.
That's for another day at another time in this place, the 1776 Studios here.
Where the truth always prevails.
The truth will set you free. Is that what it is?
Truth shall set you free.
Okay, all right. But for now, for tonight, that's all we have. We thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you right back here next week. For Don Vega and the boss Chris Blackheart, this has been the Showcase Pod. I was going to say patch. Showcase Pod. We'll catch you down the road.